Hello and welcome back everyone. Today we are going to create a Reddit clone using a popular MERN stack. So it will be MERN, so MongoDB, Express, React and Node. But even more, we will use mongoose for database modeling to make our database queries easier, and we'll use tailwind.css for styling the frontend. So node.js will be our backend, then Express.js as a backend framework, MongoDB for database, mongoose also for database, but to make our life easier, React for frontend interface, and for styling we will use tailwind.css. Alright, so let's jump here. So we start with an empty directory here, Reddit, and as you can see here, this project will have two parts: backend, that will be our API, and frontend, that will be our client. So also here in the main directory, I'll create a subdirectory called client, and we will start with our frontend app, and we'll use React for this. So let's do npx create React app client. Yes, now there React is installing everything, and let's see here. So this will be our front end, so client, and API will be in another directory. We will start with front end, so we can have something to work on, and then we will try to make some API endpoints, so we will fetch real data. Alright, so let's see, this is almost done installing. Let's see, what do we have here? So we have all our node modules installed here. We can start with going to, no, let's wait a second until it installs. Now it's almost installed. What's more here, Express.js for our backend. It's a really popular framework, and MongoDB for database, mongoose, nothing new. Let's create also here directory for our API, so new directory API. Okay, now React application has been almost installed. So as you can see, in client we have source directory. Let's open the main file, which is app.js. Alright, so I will close files structure for now, and this can be also, the terminal can be also hidden for now, and we will start with frontend. So we will start with header, and then this image here, and then this part of, I don't know, another header, and then we'll display some posts and this form here. Let's see if it's installed. Almost. Alright, but as you can see, we have this standard default app that is almost installed. We have source here, public, but we will mostly work in source directory. Alright, and it's installed. It says happy hacking. So now we can do yarn start, and no, not here, not in ready directory. We need to cd to client and then yarn start, and this will create a server so we can see live what we are creating. Starting the development server, yes, and as you can see it opened a new tab in my browser here. Alright, it's ready. So this is a starting point for every React app, and the server is running, so I can hide this terminal. Let's start by removing stuff we don't need. So in our app.js, let's remove everything here and let's just create an empty div. Also, we don't need app.js, app.css and the logo. Yes, like this. Now let's just write here test so we know it works. Alright, and the next thing will be to remove app test, index css, index.js. No, we need to have index.js, logo, report vitals, setup tests, and app.css. So we just need those two, app.js and index.js. The rest can be removed. So I will do refactor, save, delete. Okay, delete anyway. And now it fails because some of the files are used here. I will remove this part and this and this, and now it works. Alright, so right now we have an empty app and we need to start with our header. So we need to install tailwind.css, and so to do this I need to install everything. I will open a new tab in my terminal, and in here I will do cd client because we'll focus on client for now, and then alright, so we will need to yarn add some packages, and there are some compatibility issues as for now when I record this video, so I will just paste the versions here that I want to be installed, and there are some incompatibility issues with postcss, React and Tailwind. So this will be in the description of the video, and I will yarn add everything. So it's installing. Yes, so let's go to our app.js. Here we have our test. So we can start with creating an empty header, and now this is installed. I also need to yarn add the Krakow. Yes, Krakow is for adding styles to React apps. I think it stands for Krakow stands for Create React App Configuration Override. So it's not only styles, but it's configuration. Alright, so now we need to create in our client directory, let's create Krakow config, krakow.config.js, and in here we just need to define our configuration. So it will be style, because we need only style to be overridden, and postcss, because we'll use postcss, and here plugins that we'll use with postcss, and the plugins will be here as it goes: require tailwind.css, and let's also require autoprefixer. Yes, and I think that's it. Now in our package.json we need to remove those start, build and test scripts with Krakow. Yes. Alright, and now we need to create config for tailwind.css. So let's do this: npx tailwind.css init in our client directory, and we should get a file here created. Here it is. Alright, purge means what files needs to be checked for Tailwind CSS classes, and those are in source directory. Then it's, well, actually everywhere. So I can do like this, .js, and that's all. And let's also purge in public /index HTML. Those will be for build when we are building our app, and this is for source when we develop. Alright, and that will be it. That will be all. And now let's see if this is everything. Yeah, now let's go back to our server that is running, and let's restart it. Yarn start. And it's starting server. Alright, let's go to our app.js. Header here will be. Okay. So now I guess everything works. But we need to create the styles for our app. So let's do a new file, styles.css, in our source directory, and here let's import, and here let's import here we need to, it's tailwind base and tailwind and components, tailwind utilities and tailwind screens. Alright, now in our index.js we can use this by importing style CSS, and it's compiling. Okay, I think the styles have changed, but let's test Tailwind CSS. So class name, let's do text red. And it doesn't work. Let's see why. Do we need to use it in our app instead? Try text red 800. Okay, now it works. I forgot about the numbers. All right, so now we have React and Tailwind CSS installed. Now we can do create header. So let's start with header. So the first thing is the logo. Let's see if it's PNG or what. It's SVG, and I think it will be easier with SVG, so let's do like this. So let's start with the header. The header will be a flex box, and inside we will have the image. Let's download the Reddit logo. Download. Transparent. All right. Yes. Here was the download button. Download. And it's downloaded now. Let's put it in our source. Okay, we have logo. Let's rename it. Logo PNG. All right, and in our app, let's put our logo. We need to import it. Import logo PNG. Logo from logo PNG. So the source will be logo. And let's see, and it works. All right, so now we need to add class names. Let's put width of 8 and height of 8. Yes, much better. All right, so everything is kinda dark here, and I like dark mode, but we need some colors from here. And we could use actually Tailwind CSS color classes, but Reddit have special colors and I want to use them as well. So the main color is this really dark, and it's free in the hex, so I will define my own colors. So in Tailwind CSS we can extend the colors, and let's see, I will just quickly Tailwind CSS extend the colors. I think it was like this, colors. Yes, colors theme colors, and so our colors will be Reddit dark, and in here we'll have default, that will be this color that I just picked, the darkest color. And now let's see if it works. So the header will also be this dark color, so PG for background, then Reddit dark. Alright, and it worked. You can see there's small background here. Let's put width full on the header. Alright, now let's see why it's not taking the whole space. It does. Okay, the dark color should not be on the logo, but it should be on the header. Yes, and now it's much better. And so there is some spacing here, so let's add spacing on every side of one. Yes, we can do also padding 2. Yes, much better. Now, as you can see, everything is kind of centered. So we will put everything inside a div that will be mx auto, or maybe not mx auto, but let's put mx4. mx is margin on the x, so vertical. And let's put now logo inside here. Yeah, now the logo moves more to the right. Alright, so now we have this search, and we have those icons, and we have user here. Alright, let's do search now. So search is a box that is lighter here and has small border. Alright, so let's do this. It will be a form with an input, and let's do some class names on the input. Let's try with biggie background gray 800. Yes. Let's put height of, I don't know, 8. Yes, so it's same as the logo. Maybe everything could be a little bigger. No, it's okay. Alright, so and we have this icon here, and to start using icons we'll install hero icons. So back to the terminal client, let's yarn add hero icons react, hero icons / react. Yes, and on the top in our app we can import from hero icons / react. It's at hero icons, and let's, I think there's search icon, hero icons. Let's check them. Let's search for search. Yes, there's search icon. Alright, so now we can cannot resolve hero icons. npm hero icons. Hero icons / react. Hero icons / react. Have I misspelled? Hero icons react in client. Oh, it looks fine. Let's try to put search icon. Oh, it should be like this. Search icon here. Right. It still says can't resolve hero icons react. Alright, hero icons react. I will try to install it again with yarn add. I don't know if something went wrong. Hero icons react. Okay, everything looks fine. Why is it not installed? Let's see. Hero icons, React. Oh, okay, I need to use outline or solid. I will use /solid. Alright, so now if I refresh, it should work. Yes. Let's put some classes here. Alright, so text white, search, okay, it's capital S, search icon like this. Oh, now it works. Text white. No, let's do text gray 300. And instead of having this background color on the input, let's put this in our form. So form class name bg grade 800. And now we need to make this search icon small, so let's do h7 with 7, so it's now smaller. Let's add some small padding here to the form, and the form will be flex. Yes, now it's better. Let's see. We'll make input smaller, maybe even smaller. Alright, I think this works. And I have closed the Reddit, but it's not a problem. Alright, so here we have our input. Let's add some also rounded medium, and let's add padding from the size of 2. Let's see how it looks like here. More padding from the sides and border, and this needs to be lighter, so let's do 600. More padding from the sides, let's try 4. And let's add border and border gray. Let's try with, I don't know, maybe 600. Okay, something went wrong here. Alright, so it should be darker like this, and padding from the sides can be a little smaller, and darker border like this. Now we can also add the placeholder to our input. Search. Yeah. And let's make text smaller, text SM. Yes. And we need also, let's see how the input looks like. Okay. Let's put some margin from the top on the input. So here's our input. Maybe not margin, but let's use paddings from each side of 1. Let's see, check with 2. Okay, it didn't work that well. Let's also put block. And let's try maybe with margin. Okay, and margin 1. Now it's a little better. Now I think we don't need margin here. Yes. Okay, I will remove height of this input, so the padding will work. So let's decrease it to 2, decrease it to 1, and let's make it also from the sides. We need padding left to be a little bigger. Yes, now it's better. Now we want also padding right to be 0. And we want to remove this outline, so it will be focus outline none. So now when we focus it's, but the text is black and the text should be white. So let's add text white. Yeah, now it's better. Let's see. And the color is different. Let's copy this color that they have. Copy. And let's go to our tailwind config. Alright, so in here we have default color. Let's also use brighter. And brighter will be this. So now we go back to app, and in here instead of gray I will use Reddit dark, and the variant was brighter. And let's see if it worked. Yeah, I think it worked. But now this input needs also this color. So we'll also put it here. Oops. Back to app.js. So we have now our header and search. Maybe we need to make the logo bigger or the input smaller. So to make input smaller, let's see. We need to make this icon smaller. So let's do 6. Let's inspect this. So here is our form. I think we can remove padding from the form. And instead we can add margin top to the icon. Yeah, now it's a little better. And right, and then we have those two buttons. And let's put those two buttons. So we have bell and we have chat. Let's go to hero icons again. And let's search for bell. Yes, we have bell. So let's use bell icon from solid. Yes. So as you can see, this has been automatically imported for me. Now let's see. Right, we have big bell icon here, I guess somewhere. So let's put class name. And let's do this white for now, not BG but text white, and width will be 8 and height will be also 8. Yes, like this. So now let's see. They have also a plus here and chat. Yes, chat here. Chat icon from solid. Yeah, I forgot to close it here. Class name will be text white with 8, height 8. Let's refresh. And let's check what do we have here. This plus also. Yeah, we'll just copy this and plus icon from solid. Right, so we have all those icons. Now what do we need? Maybe we could use outline instead. Outline. And it will look better. Yeah, a little better. Alright, now let's see. So those are buttons. But and those are smaller. So let's make them, I don't know, 6, and height will also be 6. Yes. And we need to put padding or margin on each side, and margin on the X will be a little bigger. Yes, that's better. Alright, so let's see, now we have those icons. Now we need to move it more apart. So let's start with space between logo and search bar. So here we have logo, and here is it, and it's inside the div. Okay, this should be our div that centers everything. I will put the rest also in here. Right, and let's save. And the flex should be moved to this div. Right, so now we need to move stuff a little bit. So in the logo, let's put margin right of, I don't know, 4. And in the form for the search, let's put margin X of, I don't know, maybe also 4. Now for the icons, we need to put everyone inside a button. So I will do like this: button, and button here, like this. I will save this and see what do we got. Okay, it still works. And we'll add some classes on those buttons. So let's do padding X of 3 and padding Y of 1. And we can remove this margin 1 from here. Let's see, yeah, we have more space, but the search should be bigger, and the space could be actually smaller between buttons. So let's do pegs 2, and now also let's do form bigger. So we need to add the flex grow. Yeah, that's a little too big, because we need to also put this thing. So the last button will be our avatar. So let's do this. So in here, let's add button. And here we have an avatar. And let's use this as a PNG. So in our source, I will put the image now. I have copied it before and found it on the internet, and here it is, the black version, but it's okay. So I will also import this, import avatar from avatar PNG, and now we can use it inside this new button. So img avatar, okay, it's here. And but to fix it, we need to make it white, and to make it white, I will I think we can transfer some colors. Yes, let's do style, because there are no styles for this in tailwind.css, and here we can do, I think it was, yes, filter, and then it was invert function. Oops, invert like this, 100%. Let's refresh. And I think it works. Yes, now it's white. Almost white. So this button should have a grayish color. So let's do BG gray of 600. Yes, around that medium. And the width should be same as logo. I think it was 8, and the height is also 8. Yes, now it's much better. Check this one and check this one. I think ours look better. Let's also use this arrow down icons, because as you can see they have it here, so people know that you can click it. And we have here chevron down. So in here let's do chevron down icon from outline, class name equals, let's do color, no, not this way, text gray 500. Okay, it's because we need to make it flex. And the image, let's put also class names here, and let's make it block. Okay, the width should not be here on the button, but instead should be on the image, like this. And the height should also be on the image. Let's see, I will inspect this and see where this arrow went. Okay, I think we need to use width of, 8, and height of also 8. Okay, it worked, but now the background is on the whole button, and it should be only as a background on the image. So I will put a div here that I will put the avatar image into, and we can move those sizes in here, class name sizing here, and the color should also be moved to this div. Yeah, now it's better. And also the rounded corners, let's copy them. Yeah, now it's better, but this arrow is maybe too big. Let's make it 6 and 6. And now it's smaller, but let's add some margins of 2 on each side. I think it was too much. Let's try with 1. Yes, now it's better. But let's add margin top of 2, and let's see. I just add only margin from top to 2. No, 1. And from the side, margin left will be 1. Yes, it's better. It should still be smaller. Let's try with 5s and margin top of 2. Yes, margin left of 2. Yes, I think it's better now. Maybe it should be a little closer to the avatar. Yeah. Now it works. Let's add also some spacing here. Margin left of 4. Yeah. Now it looks good. And the icons should not be that bright. Text white. Let's replace them with text gray. 400. Yes. Now it's much better. So okay, I think our header is done. It's not perfect, but okay, the background here of the border should be darker. Let's see. Try with 900, 800, 700. Okay, there's not much I can do, or I can actually copy the border color. Or let's see, in our Tailwind config we have brighter here that we use somewhere. Let's see, Ray, brighter. Okay, we already used this on the, okay, so the brighter is this one on the inputs, but the border is even brighter. Okay, I will copy the border color. Let's do this from the post. Here, computed. Yeah, here we have the border color. Here I can copy. I will go to my Tailwind config, and in colors we do Reddit border, and default will be this one. And now if I go to app.js, we have border gray 700. Now we'll do border Reddit underscore border. Okay, I think it's better now. All right. The next part is this image. So I will try to get the URL first of this image. Let's see. It's not this. It's not this. Maybe it's this part. Is it this? Yeah, here we have the image. I'll close this thing. Alright, we'll make it smaller like this. So here we have the image URL. I can copy this one. Let's open the new tab. Yeah, it works. Let's just use it in our app. So under the header we will have section, how we can call this, sub header, and here we'll have the image of this on our computers. Yes, it works. It's getting messy here, so I will put all these I will put this header stuff inside a separate component. So alongside with our app.js, I will create a new file called header.js, and let's here create header function that will return our header. Right, now only need to at the bottom export default header, and in our app.js I will use header, and it has been imported from here. Those stuff I don't need them anymore, so I can remove them. Right, so we have those computers here. We need to make this image smaller, so let's add some class names. Hey, let's try with 4. Let's see how small will be, and the width should be full. Right, now the problem is that it's squeezed here. So let's try tailwind.css background cover bg auto bg cover. Okay, bg cover, and now it should work. No, it does not. Okay, because I'm using this as an image, and instead I should take this URL, and in subheader I can add a background image URL, and in here. Okay, now it works. I will remove this image. I will do, okay, we have class names here. Let's put height of 4. Let's add some text here, test. Okay, it doesn't have to be named like this. All right, now it's really small. Let's build it, I don't know, 20. Now it's better. Let's now try to cover. Oh yeah, now it looks fine. Almost identical, yeah. So here we have a section for the image. The next part is this part. So icon and title. I will rename this just to div, and it will be empty because it's just an image. The next div will have this icon. Let's see if we can see URL of this icon. Yes, it is here. I will copy this one, and let's try to use it. Yeah, almost. And the image, let's put this image in a separate div, and in this div let's do height of 10 and width of also 10. That is too small. Let's try with 16. Still too small. 20. Yeah, better. So this main div needs to be different call. So bg, let's try with Reddit dark brighter. Yes, now Now everything inside this main div needs to be centered, and to center we use mx of 4. So let's put everything in here. Yeah, better. Now let's round that full of our image and overflow hidden. Yes, it's better. Now we need to make it relative and minus top of, I don't know, let's try 5. No, not this part. Let's try also make this one relative. Maybe this. No, it's not this one. Oh. Okay, it's top. Let's try 5. Yeah, now it's better. Is the 4. Yeah, now it's better. Alrighty, so the next thing is this header. I think I will make this sides, yeah, 6 will be better. So now let's add another div for those two titles, this one and this one. So the first one will be h1. Let's do web dev. Can we just copy this? Yes. So we have it here, and as you can see, everything needs to be flex here. Yes, like this. Now let's try with this header. Let's make it text gray 400, and let's make this text for XO, and let's make it bright at 200. See, yeah, I think it will be 300 and 3XO. Okay, so now for the parent we'll add some margins. So margin from the, or maybe padding from the top will be 2, and padding on the left will be 4. Yeah, now it's a little better. And the icon should be smaller. So let's add some padding in here. No, let's add some then margin on the image. Margin 1. No. Let's see. I will try to add then border white and border. Let's try with just white border. Okay. Let's try with border 2, border 3. No, 3 doesn't work. 4. Yeah, this one works, but we need to also do BG white. Alright, and now it's much better. Let's put it a little lower. Let's see if top -3. Yes, that is better. The font is not identical, but it's almost identical, so it's good enough. Now the okay, now we have this title. Now we need this gray I don't know, channel name. Boards, yeah, those are boards on Reddit. So let's do h5, and it's r/webdev, and class names will be text gray of let's try with 600. That's too dark. Let's try with 400. Yeah, kinda. 500. Yeah, almost there. Now we have also this join button here, but let's skip it for now. And the next thing is posts area. But we'll move everything from here to a separate component. So I will cut everything from here, and I will in here where my app.js and header.js, I will create a new file, and let's call it board header.js. Function board header, and it will, let's return empty element, and in here we'll return everything. And now export default board header, and in our app we just need to do board header, and it has been imported here. Alright, so now we need this posts area. So let's do div, and the class names will be bg, so background will be Reddit dark, and the paddings from the sides will be 6. Paddings from the top and the bottom will be at least 4. Let's see, what do we have? Yes, we have this black area here now. So in here we need to make this form for leaving new posts. So let's do this. Let's start with this box and border. So it's div with border. Border will be Reddit border color, and let's just put test in here. And the text is dark. Let's put text gray 500. Maybe a little brighter, 700. No, it's the wrong way, 400. Yeah, now it's better. So we need to make this rounded and more space than the input and the avatar. So in here, let's do padding of 2, rounded medium, and here we'll need to put our avatar. So to put our avatar, we need I think another div. Yeah, that will be this circle. So div, and in the classes we need to do rounded full, bg gray, I think it was like 500, and inside let's put an image that we have in our, is it here? Yes, it's here. Avatar, and we need to import it. Import avatar from avatar png. Let's see. Yeah, we need to put this filter again, so let's do style filter, and I think it was invert 100%. Yes, now we need to make this overflow hidden, and we also need to make it smaller, so the image, or maybe not the image, but the parent element with 8 and height also 8. Yeah, now it's I think the same, maybe too small. Let's try with 10s. Yeah, now it's better. Let's check padding. And the background could be a little darker. Yes, now it's good. So now the input. Alright, and the parent here will be flex. And so now we can create another form. And in here let's put input. Yes, like this. And input will have class names, bg and redded dark brighter. Same will go for the form, or maybe we don't need to put it there. But on our input, let's do border and just border, and then border color will be Reddit border, and then we need also add some padding. Let's try with 2, and let's also add a placeholder new post and some more classes. Let's try with flex grow, and let's see. Right, good. Rounded medium and margin left of 4. Yes, okay. Flex should be on the form element. Flex grow, not flow grow, flex grow. And in here we'll remove the flex grow. Instead we'll do block, and with full. Okay, now it's too big, but we will move all those classes to, or copy some classes. No, move the classes from this. I will copy, put it in the form. I will remove the border part, and I will remove the margin. Put margin here to the form. Margin from the right will be 2, Yes. And this one is also to be rounded medium. Yes, now it's better. And padding from the sides needs to be bigger, like kind of 3, and text needs to be smaller. Okay, I think the brighter color is too bright, so let's fix it. Let's try our Tailwind config. Alright, so we have default, that is the super dark. Then we have brighter. Brighter we copied from the inputs, I think. Let's try also now this color. 26. I think it's almost identical. I will try to copy this again. Something went wrong. No, it's okay. 1A, 1A, 1A. So it's this color, and I think it's this should be named brighter. And let's call this one brightest. And now this form, this should have, and this part should be have different color. So let's do BG Reddit dark brighter. Yes, and the input should be brightest. And also here in, not in the form, but also in the input itself, let's do brightest. Yes, now it looks better. Can I copy color from this? Yeah, I already have this one. 27, 27, 28, yes, it's here. Alright, now the input for okay, we have this form. There are some images and links here, but we'll skip it for now. Now we want to display some posts, and to do this we need to make some more elements. So we created this new post form, and yeah, we can move it to another element here, another component. So new file, and board, let's do post form.js, function post form, and let's return just this and export default this post form. Now in our app.js we can just use it post form. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, it still works. Now let's show some content. Alright, so let's add, I just do the first post. So it will have some border, Reddit border. This is color, but we need to also put border, so it will have border, and bg of Reddit dark brighter. And in here let's start with a title h2, and I will copy this title from here. Yes, and I will copy the text too, and I will put it inside the div. Okay, this is how it looks like for now, but I will put some class names here. Also this post, let's go back here and do padding of at least 2 on each side. And yeah, I will make this smaller, and all posts need to be in a div that will center everything. So I will do mx of 6 here, and I will open this one back. Alright, so this one now has like white border. And I don't know why. If I remove this mx, yes, margin x. Let's try with padding x of 6. I don't know why it gets these white borders. Okay, because in this post form we got this super dark background here. So we'll use this super dark background color also here, and we'll yes, like this. Now the text also needs to be lighter, brighter. So let's do text gray. I don't know, 400. Let's try with 400. Let's try with 300. And now it's better. Let's try with text. Okay, now this thing. Right, so let's try with paragraph here for now. It doesn't help much. Okay, and this needs to be a header, a bigger header, a year, blah blah blah. This will be a header, so, and it is h2. So class names here will be let's do text to Excel. Yes. And it's too big. Let's just do text Excel. And margin bottom will be, I don't know, 4, maybe 3 will be enough. We need more space between lines. And I think the text is too bright. Let's try with 400 here. Yes. And with the text, let's try with text SM. and I think it was leading. I try with leading 5, leading 6. I want to have the same color that they use. Let's copy this one. So I'll inspect. And now let's do computed color. Here it is. Okay, it's RGBA 215, 200, 215, 18, 220. Okay, I will copy this one. And in our config, I will put it there. Reddit text. And default will be this one. And back to our app. And do text Reddit text. Yeah, now it's better. I still think it's brighter here. Or maybe it's just more text in here. And let's see. Okay, we have our first post. And we need also this posted by and 5 hours ago. So to do this, let's go and we need to, here is our post, and in here we need to put this voting widget and also this. So I'll start with this posted by, and I will use h5 for this, and the class names will go as text gray 600, and I will do posted by user slash test 123 5 hours ago. Let's see. Yeah, kind of works. Let's try 500 and text SM, so it will be smaller, and I also want to use the same color as they use. So let's filter color. Here it is. I will copy and I will put it in my Tailwind config. So this one will be darker, like this, and let's go to our app, and text will be Reddit text darker, like this. Reddit text Reddit. Okay, not here darker, here in Reddit text Reddit text darker. Yeah, it works. Alright, so now I think that we need need some spacing here, margin bottom, let's do 1. And the post needs to have rounded corners, so let's do rounded medium. Yeah, now it's bare. Alright, so we have our first post. So it kind of works. And now what will we build now? So we have this, yeah, so it's kind of done. And now we may want to configure database and put those stuff in the database, or we can start by click to open. But I will do this in the next stream. That will be all for today. So thanks for watching, and click like, subscribe if you want me to go further with this project. And I think there are like at least 3-4 parts more to be done, like this one in the same length. And later we will do, so when you click on the post you will see the comments and the post itself, login, and the posts should be fetched from the database. But that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and subscribe to see me streaming to be notified when I'm stream, and see you in the next one, and have a nice day. Bye bye.